But the same is to say, you can call, the media house can call the election, can project the election. Calling the election, projecting the election, and declaration of the elections, no. And so we will anymore.
What is a declaration of results? I want to be a boom. What did it to go say? We know where we na where nim kunim. Na sad and a 2 minute water can, 2 minute and ran water can. Na sam ran in newly Fabian some woman had just about to commission. Or no declare results. Near Ubibe to my NSA also my call a resource. My Kakabuma, my journey and say, a day, and then I wagon and I also. I won't have been else, and I'm only said to me, say, Mackenzie so say, party Nedim Kunim, Ukasakasana Wato. In the air of the Sabato Commission or a kind of. Near Juma, the BS NCC, Waya. Over here, Bribin and NCC, Utumokoya elections of it. Then we always say, additional, it is a woman who know why I name minimum worry. Now, in addition, Mrana Abato, any declaration of results, no one is anime. In as well, Bonipanka, Brano, and the Ghana da. So, if you say, we should free and fair elections, and you were indices of free and fair elections. Now, Baku Susudia would is no about voter information and voter education. Send you to ban information. They say, what church, Ade, I'm a man of country, a wabaton. Na so ene ne ye wo men mu ana isi akasa no ngafa no bo ngaba so na mum won kasa no enwie peye won kasa no nchire political parties no so so woni utumi a wo be declare results wonya ka akukuduru isi mfa na nanti form ada mahwe enka won anim nka gire won so ni party bia wo be gina bonten ne mpanimfu be gina bonten declare results no won so ngatomra wan ka de ene no wato opetetuo yo.
Now, what she say? Easy, say, occur at the various polling stations, sir. Ye betua banoa. Obedi kain eyi krata. Ebema akwanya mi hunu. About materials, ballot papers do ede ba ye. If we hakwaka ha. Achro ni nyina. That is the statement of poll, no. Otherwise, oma betu din pink sheet, no. Now, at the end of the voting period, no, so no. Yasan atworo say adeɛ de edu ne ba ya ye use mu enkono say na kaaye say na we nyaaye say na we eye ansa na yabasha se say ye kan enti before say beto aba statement of poll no ya ma various columns no ya tworo ya to aba de wie before say be kan various columns no ya tworo afa ye kan wie a final column no yasan ba na ya ba be tworo ya tworo wie ye no ano at the polling station no now we are even told say no polling station would exceed 750 voters into 750 voters in the polling station no ye wie ye no yes we nya say ni abose ye bose no pe afi no yate a statement of poll no copy declaration of results no, at the polling station na ye de atare da no ho ewo ho ye de atare ba bia obi a hunu bi say enetare ho na afi no ye de multiple copies no pink sheet no ye de ama all agents a omo nyina egina ho ansa na ye de akọ this time round omo de constituency coalition center na district coalition center aba be shemu na yakọ collate voting centers across that particular district no am ye hu so obi anya say at the district translate into the constituency results ansa na yatoa so the presidential no akọ regional coalition center so asan akọbo akira ye ho adwuma enti at the time ebedru the national returning officer no ho the chairperson of the electoral commission na yehunu baby obia adru enti se party a onim na adwuma pa yie na optimi ma ne nkrofo upload such results at the polling station level no a na otimi ba app etimi ka say asat sa time say no yankrofo upload results na the polling station no presidential yenipa wanya say parliamentary there ya wini ha would you describe that as a call, as a projection, or as a declaration of results?
wo ma bontin mekese yang na yang adi yang adi nkunim unya ba kasa na wedi abato commission adwuma ye nya lawyer na sa na meti asene wo na wedi kora wo ge wo nkontan wo say oh ebi ya na mahuni you ada na wunye ko kora no wo bo yo when hu say wo ngadi wo ka ya kan ye ko school no wo say teacher ni ye terminal report no wo fele na dana ya baba makwan buntu wonga to dem wonga church or any man na fe wo de aba when you ko hu ya wunju mekeze na medical wo ye ko mu na teacher baba bobo enti ye ko mu na wo mebobo e bi say why ye won kontra bi say ne ye de wo mu na say wo hwa abato commission ya adwuma why afi me bona maso wo baabi to say me a what to tax down ho na sa process no nyina transparent enunti obi a de tare down ho mu nyina ma sign enti say ekokodu headquarters na bibi asesa mu nyina mbutuma di echi say mfiase nini ho na correct hon ne fiase wona ne ana ekosoro bibi azakra enunti
more especially no nanka tete no nanka ne say returning officer for the country commissioner no na otinkranti no at the time of faxing the results from say constituency or the region to the returning officer one crano then nipa bitime falsify figures no on the sheet it is based on the faxed the brain no the declaration when in fact on the ground no it may not tally with what was obtained this time round at the polling station level you know how many votes your candidate got at the district collation center. You know how many votes your candidate got in that particular constituency. And then at the regional center, you know of, say, Asante 47 constituencies, you know how many figures your candidate garnered for the 47 constituencies and can tell that in Asante, menya say, and we say, and sana yebe we no, ya transmitted at the abre the returning officer enkraha. What you know in the region may not necessarily change when it gets to the national returning officer, chairperson of the commission. Quite an innovation. A
great innovation. If you say, and yes, it may not change. It shouldn't even change. It's not say one at all. I will make room a Kopon constituency and a Krapon of constituency. Na a Benedim Kunim a Wawa. It is a concrete echo if district, a regional, now called national one, I can returning officer no one. Did you know it is a sacra? In Sacrabia, the stakeholders now, the dear what to aban, it is a winning Yahweh. Now Sacrabia and other woman. Sacrabia in Sacrabia, the Bemono is an say an immediate metro said there's a highest level of transparency. And Nunti said near Bedu national one, a returning officer on a sacra, which may be waiting. The say. What is the paradigm one and on that then? So what you say? You bet me check it easily.
It is not
about to commission one bone or more than part. Name near tennis party for no. When you no constituency when we are one to Koda. It is a 1 hour when you man says what has had would the achi could full process and na eduna conco. Which is vigilance is the price of liberty.
And the vigilance as the price of liberty, no. At the ye ebebe drew say put part no where ye agent se koko gina ho na said ye will be asan ekoto abakura wo pe aduane adie na yeso ye de aduane koma no o gina ho ne party mfa aduane mai ehwa nti party foforo enkrofo aduane ba na watimi akodi aduane ne bi na enani so aye na hetuatu na fe na ya short change in the party no wi a wa betwa ntro so a kire de mpanimfo nti ne mpanimfo so nim se tro no wotwa omo so abeka se ya wini ene ya wia yen edie caution and abesusu say party for emfama omo agents not to compromise themselves and turn around to lie to omo executives na entimi nkofo how emfamre omamu Ghana ne nyina
won say ya bia yaka na memekira nkire say so obi wini aba why bibia no niema bi esa bi hu nya pa eno no na ma metwa sin RSM resources human and material resources hu nya pa na fe waba strategy no aba manifesto and messages na wo de ahai begina what resources and nti nipa wo ho a party dia tiri ni won a wo yɛ saa bi enti sɛ ebedu won wo se aduan maaye ne sɛ maaye dabi na wo yɛ training da bi ya ka kyerɛ wo se wo yɛ training na aya won ma nipa bi mmerɛ mu na won mu ya wo tra training no enye training kɛkɛ ne sɛ mo bɛhwɛ no maaye ma adi sɛ woman orientation me say abrabo nya aduan o tom say wo de we wiase ni nyina ya aduan me wei adi bi a theory bi wo ho a nkrofo nim onipa bia woman wa abrabo igina sebe obia ne oberema ndem ene aduan a waba the level of an animal is that aboya sabi onam wura mu no one adi ohia kora e aduan amakan
Doc, Mr. What course so a castration be a studio? A mammy, you know, Bema Bacon. O can't as a nipper sort of yasana or say, Obano, Mamma, and near Drian, and I de Bobra. Omunina, oh, I did not present him more Mobeka,
meaning Neko so on Ajum 7 into Yarbecha won near Jayancomos.
It may be, say, be only a German for.
Near Tennessee, Mura, near Tennessee, Patia Sumau, or your Jumading, we are one show. Will be a water mount. Now we say, Savvy, then Quinty, Kukuntinti, where your Jumanato. Abba, and we are yow. What the party in Humble? No, na party no so, near Master Wong say, would your Jumamubia, Umonita, and into I saw when you nipper one number once, we get it over any penny. No, what shall I say? Young baba na nsu baba na obi any excuse one say woman onipa no ye adwuma woman na kan bi a excuse bi any baby a of course wa bra mu onipa bi a wo ba be replace won ano
ye ke so no wo mo so betutu mrika akogigi sika se wo mo na be ye aduane wo mo na be ye aduane ya gigi sika ne wie a aduane ne ye nya ne ntam ne de aba on time ama obi atimi adidi ama ne ho so ahare no e de na beka kire caterafo no ene contractor fo akogigi sika se be no aduane
anything your alternative arrangement say waka ju is onye aduan mra yo umfa ni nyina ma baako uma nipa be enjo baako feel wo baako ho you na wo de komo baako na obeka soro mawa e kire wa asema ba na nukura nkoda se aduan no kura feel wa ojaso na ese party no etumi for kwan bi so tumi ta aduan bi wo mantemu wo kakria bi de bra won na wo de kan wan ni did say sabe won a wo ye sa adwuman enye ho no wo kwako komia hye won afuru kuntun dabi wonya bibi kakra kan wan a wa promise won say
ye ke kura no wonya eye
bi a wo ye sa adwuman hu say enye aduan nti no wo de wo kotena ho say ye aduan a anga won agba mpesi no bi amfa nsa metu dabi eyo mama dwuma ehunya na Ghana he nyina kai say party nkura hye wani onyam nipa wa 31 million Ghanaians what to wani no mo na wo pa mo se mo meye sa adwuma eye ni onyam hye ni wura kaza me no kan ya ni onyam hye no wa hye mi o sa wo ti ase e 31 million Ghana mi ni nyansa nsin obi ya mi ni mo man nsin obi ya na adomara kwa enu nti mere ya de a na ma ye ni ye sa wo ti ase
yo
sumu no no wo de democracy adwuma
yo ansa na wo bekọ no Dr. Kwame Asasante yanko ye final lap no but yen hye no so se de o kan se bibi kakra betimi de aka wano ansa na ya bro aduane bi am wadie no e bi cream crackers yi kura no o wi ba ku mi no kura na no amen nti omoma cream nkototo cream crackers na omom fancheche mom se until se aduane beba no ye ne se komde na on the wonyi cream crackers ba ko na on wisa pe no ho beto no now expectations 3 days near kwakoto aba expectations doc chechere ne
member bo NMS adesre me to Ghana fu anim se omeni enye ni obi ade yende mo mayen so jantum esanze ni dumba yende mo mayen ngaje no kokokora da omang ne mra se we qualify so beto aba mra ma ho kwan akoto waba sesefe edu bra wo kan wo bra abegina ho na wo kan a wahu bi ehewu na mum wo to enso na udi nkunima hwese na obegi wani afa wunye wani nkuhunehunu bi enkosere obi na ho ne ma dabi so what I say enefe wudi nkuku nso ya ne wadi nkuku ni nyentum se abey medi nkuku bibi akọ so fefe medi nkuku mekobua na ho na mfia nan se no meba na mede yinkunya afoforo yo enunti se wulusu ya accept defeat and abide by the rules of the game yo ntwetwe bibi a chenjere enunjere se wadi nkuku na wuje di se niema nkoye no ho niema na se wo pese wo challenge anya ba enye otuo eye court wakokan wasam na yentu aba nso ya yenkomo bi bribe yenkoye obi ma bribe se jis meko je bomoni je bentia je kako je magicu na koto aba na edi kan wa ya ne to so bi waje utumi afu nsam ne to so bi esa obemma wo konyam umenya leader sika na yi na mum enyam adwene na yi enunti odemu be konkua so mum fi anan na so kan kwanta na opesa wo paso na kana fo nhwe wonhwe na girai na so woto aba obi dibiribi kire wani manye koto waba na ma sabsebe wadwene mu na ho na to aba senia wo pe asem tietia esa na se politicians be ka kire so oh ye ne ye asomfo ye servant na wo servant o se mi wura ADAKABRI mbeza me be som wo fi na mo mere bre bribe ogwan baako any sika 40,000 na ma be som so so mi suspicious wo aba tell wo bribe man zan waba sa na mpese wo kan o te sa asem na ase so bi di sika ma ope o so yo somfo ni oba be som no o se me ma bribe 40,000 mi kro gwan na fe ma ba be bi aboy wo wufi na so ni pa ko adwene pa na woni tim mo ma yen konta anko ye me sa e bi nya na fefe mede minimu se mo ahwe chi mu se Ghana fori ni enwamo yen koto na nya fe ni enyi president ni wadi nkunimu ye tuchire nwuni nkom ni wadi nkuku nzu ko ye na adwuma na mfia nan se ye baba ha bi
right Dr. Kwame Asa Asante, quite interesting listening to you. I would have thought Sanka be a bit you say ya on various facets of your life. Wafutu adia benyina no asopa ebetie na nyambrasem fo no so do mbetwoma so akoba bi foforo. Nyame nka ho na wo kwekokoto aba hwe wasetrem yourself as a lecturer wo disposable income ekutaw wo expenses a wo ye research allowance ayede ma wo environment condition of service as a university teacher ni nyina hwe na gina so na assess se hwan ene betimi advance wo course no advance the course of education at the higher learning na wo to aba aka say so help me God amen doc yes sir
ani asem titia
right Dr. Kwame Asa Asante na ote ne no Amaliba is here in the first part and then Manuel Dako of the MPP is also here. Manuel ne the NDC for me na abeto ahye wo so aye pepe wabo Amaliba in the first part na fe no ba ko so afa ne yema ne tutorials na ono so aba na Amaliba ko no the new tutorials number na or the aba BT Solomon Uzu of the movement for change and so ebeba right Amaliba yema 5 minutes and then the next interview no at the aba expectations of what NDC stands for and what you expect your party to do by Saturday 6 p.m.
Yo, offer mami mawahana in for the expectation and mimi wo a free NDC hodie tiawa. So far, so good. All the rank and file of the party. I dare say, from the history of the NDC from 1992, NDC prosecute a consistent, well laid out, strategically approached, well coordinated campaign like we have done this time. And let me hasten to add that for the first time, the NDC have been popularly accepted by the Ghanaian people so much that the reaction and the response of the public to our campaign message, is so fascinating and encouraging. So I have no doubt in my mind, say Radi Adomwa, latest by Sunday, the electoral commissioner Bedi Nokra, the results will be ready for her to declare, and no less a person but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the former president, would be reinstated again by the good people of Ghana. One, because we have only one former president among all. And all others are more or less saying, say, me ba dear mayor, me ba dear mayor, dear me ba dear mayor. President Mahama is the only person who is able to point the mark. No one in such a say, me na me ye we, na me ba mayor dear chance. Baby Omampini Kufuado, any MPP, Ede Ghana Babedru, Elijah Mahamadou Baumia Ekahubi. They have sunk the nation down and is still looking for the opportunity to come and continue the damage caused by Nebosa or no Okano. But for Ghanaians are not prepared to allow that. All that we are asking for the people is that the NDC, the tool through which you are going to fashion out a better future for yourself. It's a carpenter. What to assure you na ufa table na ye empa na obeya. Tools are what they be fashion empa no different from tools are what they be fashion. Let's say akunya obetenaso. So the Ghanaians need a better future. The youth need jobs. The women need capital to work with, and Ghanaian women are naturally entrepreneurial. And you need money to do those businesses. Abosho kind for Mutumi 2 billion old Ghana cedis, 200,000. At the bomb and Pini Kufuado. Jetire se wanjin kotu Mahama bangu. And the Bosho kanyagu. Kenya in the and some of Pini Kufuado kaya brown or pekunya betanaso. And I would to me, yes, I jumana. Coming in Nimpose, can this high home say elections we can contest to be. There's a Ghana by heaven. Omampeni otimi shabo ema timeline. I been see that. Made 17 or made 18 months. 1 year, 6 months. Versus Ghana. Accra will be the cleanest city in Africa, and then Accra is the dirtiest city in not even only Africa, but even within West Africa. Accra is the dirtiest city in West Africa. Sika Enfan Koti to got him. That's can end up in Obim Passe. No accountability. Corruption have received it all-time high in the history of Africa. For that matter, Ghana is the number one. Which economic metrics in Ghana and among the community of nations, Ghana, the equitable positive image. They have sunk us down so low that internationally, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana have been so disgraced. We need to assert ourselves once again as the Black Star of Africa. In fact, Ghana Black Stars, Agu, for the first time in the history of Ghana, Ghana Black Stars, Agu. What again is working under MPP? Ofa, I think that it is the greatest injustice that the MPP, despite all the damage they have caused, these guys are so bold enough to file a candidate to contest 2024 elections. If I were them, and of course, God forbid I can't be them, and I will never be them, but a party that have a level of shame, they could have said that, oh, Ghanaians, we are sorry, like Omampini Kufuado said to NDC in 2012. Ghanaians, we are sorry. We have not performed well. We are going to rest and let different persons take over. But the money under the table, you don't want to leave. Ghanaians, are you going to allow that? Ghana force said no. Ghanaians, the destruction this regime have caused. Mojumo egu yena mamu ko Togo. Ene la Côte d'Ivoire ekofa nyoma ba muntumi nko importers mojumo gu ko duru haboa. Nyoma dendende NPP MPs etwe boxing gloves. Ebru NDC for bro throw parliament omo pass levy. Only for them to come back and promise that levy number on back cancel no. And twede na mo boy na fa so be na ba so. So far, they can say no, MPP,
you've exceeded your 5 minutes.
Me wrap up.
We'll wrap up in a year. But when we have 40 seconds, it's a year na Ura Amalibana. What's your name? Matiami do letter no can. Manuel Dakon of the MPP. And so Ebenya 5 minutes. Manuel, what expectations me into your way?
Nchaso nkoso ekoma wene mebra peni amaliba. The edimu pane ye flag bearer Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and the campaign was soldier. Baby obedru bia na the fire keeps burning because Ghana for name say ono nekuta nsempa omo pese omutie as na de toso mienu ono no ye obi a o credibility on betimi aginedi said the obeka no obeye. Ofa, when it comes to the special voting, the Mihu just recently with the voter turnout, it's very, very positive. Misha, we for your majuma police for your majuma senior, SPPP. Your journalists are there, no, Mkwakoye, Ombe Juma Daddy, Omo register, so Omujina PA, Eko Tuaba, Emani Efe. Journalists be a Misha, meaning interact here before Kotuaba, or say, Omo person go back to the dark days. A presidential staffer at the office of the president. Nan the Juma so bobo journalists for us. They don't want to go back to the dark days. Police force with me or interaction. Catch you say they don't want to go back to the dark days. 2009. NDC befa akunya omo pamo. A soldier for a recruit you or a police for a recruit you or almost say a kufuo a police for omo pamo omo free service ni omo pesa sadi and ACBM. And most of them, almost 90% of them say because this country should go back to 2009 there. All these things happened. Easy for us to bomb baso. That day no so yante koka bia almost all the constituencies are smoothly. In my view, dear, be a course during the special voting, no, a course talking. Expectation Yakupon Yaduma on the 7th of December. Ye betwa sa asun. You me believe that this election be free and fair, be so peaceful, be one of the peaceful elections in the history of Ghana. Yen yina ekwa kwacha ya adwen na Ghana for bebre adia tumu se obia ye ka in ba corruption ye kata hye pro ye dream ene kan ya won't mean fan for no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wan kwaje for the expedition ama contract there be wan kwato ye kan say flight na ne boy den ye investigate you know there be wan kwa side ye nyina enti we should this is the person or credibility Ghana for GD say he can really fight corruption under his administration. Steps in the office Maslock Obi, no him say Maslock here under the office of the president, directly. Obi anko wia ye maame no omo dwom omo sika. Enti santa when they say so mema women bank na ye maame krasi na Maslock sika kra na mudi ye na bank sika ne de ene mo de be de anhwe de ye sample nkan o. So Ghana for decided that and I will share the way there was some highest level of disrespect. NDC for us some de mema ye mpenifu omo society. Ningina Ghana for share on the day of election. At the end of the day, Ishama Allah, any power credibility or competent or the Ghana bedru Bosha Assassin, so Ghana for United to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, no more Abinya no man, no what to you, pa, Nanado down Kwakufuado, Assassin, and so. Offer, be the Madubesia.
Right. Until Yamfasada, Emfama Manuel Dako of the New Patriotic Party. Another interviewer, and also sono, Ebeba na. Yenti na yensamra back to panelists na yene womususu emramedi enkomo enti gutuneti enit 100.9 FM na yenhwe that the normal is ekro right enti ko kranche mumienu na mo betu agu manuel so wawu se fie be ade
ajija mo ambulance fa no mo fa ka service for dem akwa we jabetimi ato ha se ne ma city ameba no fa
NDC fo mienu ana mo chese enti ma yenhwe na amaleba enti sesi ano final comment ne ko na ye pensen go crunch so nto aso.
My final comment ni say baby ye dream Ghana need a reset. The future rests in the hands of Unipa Wayebida. No chance or no space for experimental candidate. PDS Nalaji Mahamadu Bawumia ne ho bom. President Mahama so about be investigating. On yi ne ho ano wadwane. President Mahama ne temna wasi temna 3. Or the tablet means that tablet means cost Ghana for $150 million. So in the name of digitalization and corruption. So far, Ghanaians are going to vote on Saturday. One for how do you call it? 24-hour economy, Women Development Bank, and then school fees stress free for first years. And all the policies.
A scheduled interview. Okay. I feel final comment on the Jafama crunchy. Now on the manual and so. Now Bombay is a masulu MSCA. Dr. Kwasi Amachibuating of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology on the line. Now you know so entry and come ekakra. Doc Yamwaha. Doc, we are what to saying. You special voting last Monday any akwako ye na accusations agalo say security personnel ADQ no mo no na ye mo aduane ye mo other goodies promise of budget 200 cedis be say na sa asemi course no wo hunu ne san e de na beka fa ho
adakabri me chawo ne otifo nyina na meda woni odwuma efo nso ase akwanya amode amami no krani se tabmami kabi amamu nhihye bia no Ghana nhihye bia hu hia e wo wiase ba bibia no yewo na ade ba ko a ensese esi kra ni se abato ne eto we can say civic exercise, but there was security implications. And no so big di something ni mo a something ni mo for ni bi on beto agi di omo nkomo kakra but obi efri nchen ekoni obi akwakodi nkuta ho na anya asem a bi akakra na no kwa me nyi ni se o se abambo for no security personnel omo ho no e ma sa for no kwan irrespective of who the person is, but kwa kodru se ya de a pack bi komi ma womo o santre ni mu se me tini ye dia na ke se aye bibi sonko kakra a no kra ni se nwanwa if you say ade security for no eje pack no ehwe adekura ewum adakabi ebet my bombo oh definitely ebet me a bomb.
I say you're lax in our security matters.
No, definitely. A hona memi hu o how ni nyina fiba. Ese ko musi anu mfiti ase no a. Ntse ko mama kwan. Emma obidi bibisa ehye boam envelope pack a ayeti se de aduane wo mu. The basic nti ase am wo ni se ye ni a ye members of society no. Ye wo ho ni nyina no your life were at stake that day. Because we are not supposed to know the content of Bibi Krona, Unipa Krono, at the airban. But I or the airba or anything. Now, and say your war situation, in front is a hot conflict situation. And son, yet to me, I can say, Bibi Sabi to me, I see. A bit to me, I see. That is how maybe who said now some grievous development is here. A man no a course.
In such instances, no, dear Odiki no more waji aduane ana waji park ana waji diano, and na ye bonus subo ana a contestant bia or no anani assign agent Eddie Bibi ekwa koma de Odiki no and ye bonus subo ana say a election security personnel a process wa one ehwese bibia kototen and now say under the constitutional instrument no the electoral commission officers and a bomb so wo bebo hwan so bo
adakabri wo dia fa actors a juma esi in some way see e fa wo mo ho ensem ni nyina fa wo mo. The last person am ebo no so boy me a me gina queue ni mu me kan hwe nkire obi a me gina hwa de me hu ane se obi aba na odi boa bi ma me envelope aduane o kese me nim adeɛ no baabi efiri mi nti aseɛ ɛba saa na ɛyɛ odd kakra na ɛkwan yɛ fa so yɛ nneɛma no nti no ebi a mɛgye m'anim ade korɔ mo sɛ yɛnhyɛ da nyɛ nipa a yɛ challenge nneɛma bebree na woni nipa bɛn ade nti na adeɛ wei wodi ɛbrɛ me adeɛ koraa na ahasa yi a yɛba bɛto aba yi na wɔde saa adeɛ yi brɛ me ɔman bi sofoɔ ɔman ma no ɛbɛbusabusa nsɛm sei but Ghana ha sei no nipa nwɔtwe out of 10 ɛbɛgye ade korɔ no wɔn mo ne the last person a mɛblame wɔn mo na yɛhwɛ baabi a ɔhaw no efi baayɛ paa one onipa na ɔde kɔ akɔma wɔn mo no politics is driven by interest now the game of politics is such that ɛyɛ guided by rules and regulations but mo a mohwɛ rules no so no adakabere sɛ wogyae wo ho na menya mɛwiem wogyae wo ho na me a mepɛ sɛ menya saa anamɔ na metu no so mfa so no saa batoɔ yi meka ho bi yɛto aba no ma me bi na ɔmo a ɛhwɛ so no ade ade no mogyae mo ho a na menya mɛwiem na no Donald Trump no say in the year 2020 elections no I say they should do something for him nti number 2 me blame ɔmo adi nneɛma no kɔɔ hɔ no bebree although ɔmo anamɔ no taking so many centuries back you say ɛyɛ odd and very crude pa say nipa DQ mu ɛkɔto aba na ɛhɔ na mekɔ influence ɔmo actions and inactions ɔmo kɔ ayi no mu a ɛyɛ crude the besides say ɛyɛ crude no baabi a mede so bɔ bɛbɔ paa no ɛyɛ EC officials ɛne security personnel na ɔmo ɛwɔ hɔ ɔmo de ɔmo po sɛ kɔ ɔmo si ho kwan ɛyɛ ɔmo asɛde ɛsɛ kɔ ɔmo si ho kwan those people didn't do their work.
Afei ma yɛhwɛ Dr. Akwasi Amachi Boateng of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology say in today's edition of Daily Graphic page 11 Chaso kan ena etro and at a meeting with stakeholders Electoral Commission Director of Training granted an interview to Graphic of which I also just to say the media should stay in their lane in as much as trying to tell us the difference between projecting an election, calling an election result, and then who declare election results. Na the media ni could declare results you be prosecute you be chia prosecute you na yen stick it to your lane by way of say you call the election or you project the election. No declaration the jama easy. What's your understanding of calling an election, projecting an election, and declaring election results?
Authoritarian regime. Maybe no maybe or bia no mutiminya bibifa emrano ho a omode che nipa atum authoritarian regimes. Nipa kro na ntiase ode tu dwai or sa tendencies no. Or sa tendencies no. Because results no. One, political parties or betimi aye collation ni bi. Media for ebe intercept this information. Also, figures are more. They will display them. In Somunya, all the information from the various coalition centers, the media for Assembly making. Ombaki canning in album make kind of presidential resource. Ombaki canning in album, Ombaki catch only be good on TV screen so. So we person the brofo fufuro bi to so echi obi kotum a onpa kro betimi e de brofo opebia ato so achi obi akotum but enema sa no na mayehu the difference between democratic regimes and authoritarian regimes it is bibi say no semantics and stylistics but so chichina person echi obi kotum a omo betimi or the information or one in the form of figures, no, or the gusu. We candidate A, when you're 44%, candidate B, and you're 50 point something percent, not the gusu. But for Ben, I would do so. Saying our friends are broken. Images and some bisano, a whom here, minim and chassia, or more a day air cancer or more a day canoe. Media, they will do that. A practicer in all democracies. The media is allowed to do. Here in Ghana, they will do it. They will do it.
My young who expectations ahead of 3 days to go for the D-Day? What expectations in the same?
So far, Ghana is doing well, generally, led by the Electoral Commission. Generally, so far, so good. It has not been straightforward, but before having a friend, then this is informal dialogue with society. NDC amanyuko aya de papa because oma boa ama sisi ya ene na aka enaka krabi ni akoto abey obia nhedam fa asem dindin bi ema efa the voters register no ntime bia no credible, free and fair elections. The first hurdle was a system with me cross the credibility of the voters register. A major hurdle. Nipan bebree say easy for 80 million umbetumi manipulating niema amana favor obi. Ebe sha see free the compilation of the voters register. It me kwachire ekohe even how omo defining who qualifies to vote. Ghana hano, we have not faced those challenges. Indeed, no for 80 kinema be for granted. But then the actors too have been very diligent and quite positive, proactive. The Abuama over the years, ya shape your electoral system. Some of the challenges are potential challenges a bit we are banning in our field. If we now have what we can call a credible voters register, a plus, a huge plus. The next the behavior of the major actors will not shall see free the Ghanaian electorates. I would say it may jitum na ye koho peacefully, ye kotriaba, na ye we are, ye befi ho akufi, if that is what the EC wants, ye befi ho akufi, na above 5 we go back and witness the counting. The next stage, coalition, once again, the citizens. You need akwanya say ye koho, or see a dim raso, and say ye koho. Omwa akwanya by the EC so on bekoho no so no. Obviously, omo ebekoho. I hope say omo nyina the necessary training here to make sure say for once. It's not been the first time. President Kufuor considered defeat, acknowledged that the thing was free, it was not fair. President Kufuor. If you all know, that was 1996. In the year 2000, obviously, NDC conceded. 2004, 2008, the losing candidates, with the majority, and Sheda and concede. Can we go back to that time when the losing candidates, the presidential candidates, will concede defeat, so that we move on smoothly? But the next actors major actors almost Juma who here the security and some about the Electoral Commission, because the police and the military, major this is colonial mentality. So man kwa bontia anko bo ubia omo nyintu so makoye adwuma. I have that feeling. the work of the police in engaging society, even when the public is in a way dissatisfied with something, now or more yet a public action. The first point of call, and yet that aggressive violence, I did batons. Now, no, that should not be the first point of call. I don't need to be a police officer to know this. But we still have that mentality. You know, we want to let the police know that we have come of age and that the world has grown enough. I also who say, first and foremost, policemen and women, military men and women are Ghanaians. And the members of the Ghanaian public, and I selected be the could train you to work to protect the country. Mimi Giri said that should really feed into how they go about doing their work. People shouldn't go there with the mentality say the question of to throw live bullet should not come in at all.
You. Finally, just before you go, Dr. Akosia Machibuati, a high-profile man of God, and one of the major radio outlets, so I can say he belonged onto a WhatsApp platform of which an influential software Ababe can say ma yentuaba emfa ema Muslim say ye Christopher nti oseme mudin name the oye no was childish the oye no was shameful say in the body of Christ obe can say me yentuaba emfa ema Muslim when in fact ogie no ye nyina ye gie akra e de ama awrade what is that way wa most of anything there as nipa be awake the soft anything in them I cannot tell and independently verify the soft na yebo ni no ampa on a kind but I can vouch for a man of God na or why Uber can say scandalized say on a platform an influential man of God ekasami and tuma cremoni so ye Christian
religion, ethnicity, let me say regionalism, identity, individuals, if you run the same one, we have identity politics. Politics, a hot game, competition for political power. Now, Nipani BG is a particular section or segment of society, and that's you consider for the highest, office of the land. Yeah, BG is not for anybody to call. I do it basically. You have a natural tendency be. The beer democratic practice will be you hardly have members of the minority coming out to, lead the society. The democratic processes now produce such outcomes, and for very good reasons. In Ghana, I think such a call no any desirable, generally speaking.
Okay.
Such a call no desirable, but then another person so ever take this Reverend Minister on is also another issue.
Me fancy for now.
What's it?
I'm say I didn't fancy for now.
Okay.
And the Dr. Kwasia Machibuati and there was a papa. Right. Kwasia Machibuati of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and yetene on various issues home. So, in the next 3 minutes, Amaliba, tell us.
My appeal to the NDC rank and file is that we've started well, let's end it well. All that we need in these last days is vigilance because the message has already been bought. We need to close our ranks and prepare strongly to defend the coming victory. Inshallah, President John Dramani Mahama will be declared the winner of these elections. We have no doubt because the experience in tea. Any a hunchina benisiena mania MPP abain Edgar for Kumuno. Nisanti, the only person who can take us out of this trouble, John Dramani Mahama. And Ghanaians are going to vote for him. Ghanaians, and you know, so would you ballot paper now? And here's through her. A more sense in an Sabay Moa. Fini ho, be honor Chiniano war. For on set Tim Chiniano so, who we are, no account boom could now they are cautious of ballot boxum. Ebio, we need not less than 195 MPs for John Dramani Mahama. Oman Pinyaku for the 164. No, they say, Omino. Give Mahama 190, at least 190, to reset the country back again to the path of growth and sustainable development for all of us. Over, me we crowd on the ministry in and say, a police for a soldier for yenu anamwa. Money as a mumbo buying, Nashana Abatono and Yasumjui. All that we expect from them is professionalism and honesty. A DBA Baba Uncle for telephone numbers, a come we are posted for Yano Mojiska and Fred from Crawford. We don't want to see that. The electoral commission too should be fair and transparent so that we have a peaceful Ghana at the end of the elections. Let me wish President Mahama and NDC happy victory in advance, happy New Year to Ghanaians in advance, and Merry Christmas for a happy Ghana in the reign of John Dramani Mahama as the president-elect. Thank you very much. Ghana Bayer
the Otu anum ama wako tia media ewa adanse mamu na adanse atetew ama wahunu kotu sha zia okasa wiye okofro boss akọ eye eboku na wako akohwe onse wonya nimdie de ode koboku ese enyewa menkanhwe James Mensah or say one way one direction journalist driven by deep-seated hate and bitterness. Why always Amache Boateng, the politically skewed and bitter loser who failed to win a chairmanship position? James said, Onye, Ubekana said, Umawason Naho. But he just is also. ADAKABRI is always using his show to do therapy on himself, always calling people who will say things that fits his point of view. Man is so afraid to listen to anyone who will tell him the truth. Like it or not, relative will catch up with you by 6 a.m. on December 8th. Now, what can I say? It can't to my name. The Akos University Dons, me, Assasante, and a year, Kosiamachi Boateng. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you know, we be on topics now. Yafre NDC in Israel Bekabi. Yafre MPP in Israel Bekabi. Yafre, your friend is saying, movement for change in Israel Bekabi. Mr. Omo can be beer. Money house so much say. Also no one way I will get James Spencer because also yeah one way. If it's a W James Spencer said ADAKABRI money. W ADAKABRI money. That means also yeah one way.
Yeah.
Did that won't mean can say and then the ADAKABRI papa. So no. It was also yeah one way maybe. Right. My I recall say time Metro Television and semi ebai. And I make us and yet a buying and I instigate baby anyway a private say I'm a mass from background EBA.
I watched.
I recall say there was one particular gentleman. I said, hey, and then ADAKABRI can be a man buying. On your one way. I said, hey, and then ADAKABRI can be a man buying. Now, what time because me one way? Nanka menya double D. Also, there be a 1 minute here. There's a nipper one way, no, so there be a what you be. And I intimate now. Baby, I know there no tea. Baby, I know there no. Now, a man how. Now, yentie a manual so. Another interview, so beba. 3:30, there will be another interview from the United States of America, and he is going to talk about movement for change and how they believe that Alan could be the messiah for the economic challenges that you're facing. But Manuel, one more expectation actually no. One more try to go the religious say ethnicity line no. Dear Nabeka.
Offer Medasepa say we are discussing this particular issue. Offer Mijidi say Ghana yedum pempensu bia. we should have to call some people out. You can say the pulpit here the any no yesusu nyina ye kire say sorry and a pulpit ne de enyame asem ene ye de. Now so I say for the past few during this election period no asofo bi e de adane political platform. Ye enfa MPP de enfa ye ho. You can call the political actors. Say ene me be NDC campaign. Enti mombra na uba ye beba na Elvis Efi Yankrate ho. Johnson Esi Edun Ketiate ho. All these political actors no much when also ene die ene service no a political kind of political platform ene de ba beye. Na mo monti ase say ye to aba na say John Mahamadin kunima me wo akwala bi o wo ma asori mu obenya ministerial appointment e kana me so aka me osofo ba so enka se menua bi ebe dane the chief of staff e kano a ebe ka me omotimi ye sa de na ebe so oh ya ti ase ba mo ko gina the back of religion wofa o ko gina the back of religion na wo ka se oman mu ha eye Kristo man na ye ma any other religion to overcome it wofa I think say we are going too far. As a nation, we are going too far. Sebi a Christian for any Muslimi for atina kromha for a very long time. There was who say election on the 7th of December no. And yet for a religion to lead this country, Debbie. We are not going to vote for a religion to lead this country. Ye kwa to ma nipa ye gidi say, what they gonna be doing pempen so be nyina pese edru. What am for way? Omundi wache. Asofo we omo kasa asemi omundi wache. Okoto wacha. Most of wache eton no krom ha eye de pa ye Muslimi for na ton. Omo go Dubai kwa ju omani wo ho. Wo fa Dubai ye ken. Eye Kristo for man. Enye Muslimi for man. E no ma ya ba ye fe ne osofo timi preach wi a. Na sika no wa park de akwakoto plane ticket etukwa akwakochele. United Arab Emirates. Listen, me say these pastors are doing too much. They are doing too much. They should come out and come and campaign to the extent that they are making mockery of Christ. Last, Nigel Gazy, or my prophecy be say, Kamala Harris ebe wini a wendi nkunim no. Okwatina radio so eka say osofo bia ube my prophecy. Na abem 100% no we fake. How? Trust them no so amayati as say. We are so now my prophecy na mbe ma wonya sofo papa. Enti ene as a man of God that wutimi ko gina simpie so. E preachy now you are contradicting the word of God. Mumfa mo past mo clerical nenton chain. Na mumba out full force as politicians and as campaigners. Mumba campaign say be send ya ye nipa na ye campaign no. Muso mo ye nipa sa. You have interest. Obi enu obe 40 mo say who support NDC and who support MPP Debbie. Just come out. Come out and say that I am an NDC, I'm campaigning for NDC, and I want NDC to come to power because I stand to benefit something out of it. Now, Crawford Betty no more to abano, or much so no more to aba. But unko timin jina munkotunkwas or bakubia munkotunkwas siabana mumbetanaha. Just imagine. These people are just group of hypocrites. And baby on Monday, they can say ne kono. Politics ne kono. Eyade omo preaching divisiveness in this country. Omo currently obia okuta Ghana sikasem or a Muslim. Of him sir. I mean Adam or a Muslim. And he's today look at our you can say our exchange rates. 17 and then do 14.9 and then 14.9 go and check. Share upgrading upgrading here all the economic indicators. Just recent Andrea was in 3 days. Ghana has recorded surplus, trade surplus. It's a Muslim who is leading the Ministry of Finance. We should put aside the issue of religion. Say where a Muslim where a Christian where at me say for now they may surprise me because me kai somewhere 2008 2009 thereabouts. I forgot the actual year. Omo current general secretary. Eye fifi afikwete. Eka che say Muslimi ni bi etimi ndani mampeni wo kromu ha. Enti we agenda we nya agenda ehase ene. Ehase ache. But ene no manya asofo bi a ebo omo say let's push this agenda. me believe that they should put this thing aside. Nenya bibo wafa. Even for the past years, last that Bakubi su preach say Freemason for and the best select a leader by. If they say that sasam no me because also for no on trees sasam inside and yes or three a Christopher because they say and upe obia e kase na membuo eye top notch in Ghana wafa kwa na bebo ni din eye rakufo and obeka se na membuo eye top notch se obeka se Freemason ni ya mistake e the Freemason ni e be di yeso na afraid the ma Freemason ni en yobi maya. It's very simple. O patch say Freemason for perform far better than ye Christopher. That's what you are trying to say. Because obie no betimi di ye Ramels amembuo ebe compare Rakufo amembuo. Jo mama de membo ni dim because they are so abysmal. Untimi fa ne de compare obi biara. You can't compare John Dramani Mohammed's performance as a president to anybody because the performance is so abysmal. And it's a who so for to be gina platform so ebe ka say ye ma Freemason ni mbedi enima and I say on you obi mbedi en so for who sere a Christopher because the Christian that you are telling us say for Mombano under their presidency what happened in this country but under the Freemason now we see mayanto aba ema or the odena ba no ono ene ma free maternal care ono ene be ma for bus ono ene ma FQ ejumedi aye rakufo ede ba krom ha ene boy na ye ma no bebre maslock munyina some Freemason na so for no bo nidi no ono ene be ma ye ma me no ehu hia hia mo asa 2008 not banks edisika chasing crofo Ghana mu ha. People don't go to the banks so now banks no and edisika that was under the Obia so for no eka say he was a Freemason. Obetimi aka the same thing under Obia no label no as Christian from 2009 up to 2016. Can he say that? He should stop making mockery of Christ. On stopping making mockery of the Christendom. Amongst they stop dating the pulpit. If they want to have a political platform, they should say that. Not one Sunday, on just say, and then sorry, politics. Now you label all the political actors. Obumbe jina ho enye campaign chair in Crawford no. The obedia to monjintum, your so that's it. Wafa. Again, this thing must stop. Ghana is beyond politics. Ghana goes beyond election. Because of an election ahead of us and divided as a nation. Nyanko point to me for in the Bible, in the Isaiah, forgotten I think Isaiah chapter 47. Nyanko point Yusu Cyrus no Christo no Israeli, but the king of Persia. But Nyanko point yi Cyrus and the nation in Israel. Wafa Christo kra mayeti asese. Se nipa mpo yi na ya obema mbobo eyi na ye. E pa che se Nyankopon hwe obi so ye Kristoni ana so ye Muslimi ni mfa ne nya ade. Dia ono feel say me the way ya me ebeye ye no e na ode ye. So this pastor should stop. I don't want to say the word that I want to say, but bufu is very annoying that men of God of their caliber will go so low, will send the pulpit so low like this to preach this kind of preaching. Nyame for mu nyina bone nchomo.
Yo. Manuel Dakon of the New Patriotic Party. And I would say, no. Yentie Abraham Bua Cranche of the National Democratic Congress. And thereafter, he's here, and he's arrived. And he's arrived.
And could be Abedra Morala Javate. Na Senior. William. Union room is Sintino. Many years in a yes, he's arrived. It's as well, you Muslim candidate in Wofu. And so you remember Casa.
Yes,
also young time.
Aquabi, a branch be an or to Yum getting a shine I am, and now Nebuso. Pite, wumpia. A shine I am, and now Nebuso. Pite, wumpia. Pite, wumpia.
What is software we
of a million Casami who are dear feature. Nine near Bakuminu Bia, and Kavia, can make me mission community. So I say. Ava de edika mamincha etifo titru ni kede constituency for. Unza me ba bia meton krama omu. Eno na mfiri oba e. na wo ni da bia so me ka jo say akwan we constituency ni mu no ofa e be kakra bia be in 3 months time so start say to a ahwe de tractor de betu kwan e wo ho MPP so
cadet to me at say
ofa enye e ho na ekokopie ni wabrem no na efri kede komi krom asuom 19 police stations na wo MPP win police station bia wo bia enenye gab ketwan so gab akese nkwan na omubie eso development aboy say de adwon so abakọ oma fa yese nwa yetimi to about constituency wo na gab da ye ne omontem na MPP ni NDC ntem no MPP for ma ye gab nkwa over 24,000 ho but since 1996 omtena akonya no so yenya ahwe mfiri ho banfun sei ndi over medium baba tena pe na maka kire kedefo se omo wo bibia so omo ye ne memenda pe e na omo bibia so omo ye de omo ye for the first time in the history of the constituency campaign gana nkomo nye bio ba afie no Jeff Kennedy mu nyina da ho kojo opon kroma e da ho onu mu krom abenase ne yayi no ekwan basa wo firi ho aba betena kede betu kedefo fo so omo mkoto aba mu obi kojo opon kroma no he no say okay say say best of the same feather they don't just confuse their owners, they also flock together on ejare ni mu the same ayi so abetena obi Kofi Befi akwa no di okodi levy cake birthday party or you know Kofodia no
campion
Kofodia MP na me so me organize Kofodia do minimum no ya ne nati Kofodia ne Kofodia ne to very skani sa na ne frɛ no oya abemo wa no enti ono trimu deni sa eniema na no wa ya fitine nkola bremu na ne oguso de ye no omu nyina agivere abetena kede company ma kede MP no adentina nka pa bia ye mo stronghold ene de mutimi si form ekoye campaign eso mampani ku for begina ho mekai na ma ba mu aketo akora mampani ku for 2000 de de ne ba 2000 na obetu oni prosame was coin also assume de minim sa ha de mama hakora mo beto abana mame which is a fact ni otimi to ba ko police station ba ko sa enye ne ya police station ya tiche mu a ye say ye entimi ntra nipa 700 and 600 crowd per police station first ye timi to about 800 MPP or one police station na ndisi anya bebe 30 any bebe 25 nti yamu bi o ha nya me bo aye ye hu hai no ene ye say da bi ya dasu match ye din kwase ase match ma ye sorry free engrofo we achi offer de di kan ma menchia na say tu otumfo me bom mu ase anu match ya no eno ada me flag bearer Ghana mampani a oba John Dramani Mahama enkrofo bi nightmare omutumi na
ya so tran radio so a enchia otumfo
okay
mo ne nkwaso
na me ma na nkwaso nana nyankwada na wofa woni bibi na so wofa de wutiri ma dua bobi o enu na enkrofo bi suro no so at enter de bi om so we one way so we de no enkrofo bi so de bia omkrofo no so ba ha ofa de me kan say ena no ada me flag bearer I also we di na kakra wo Asante Mantem na okọ no ne plan ne se no bekọ na Asante hen ho enti oto na nankra na so eni ne di hye bia wu wo nkranza enti okọ yi aba enti na de ne hye se eye no ada na oni ne behia na me ncha de okọ ho kama oni na nankita ho die ni ade nyina akọ so na enum na me flag bearer ko gina ho no ya de bi manage pa o hye na bobi o se na projects are mesha na kakra na mawie bi wokra na madu 90% hospitals in bo ha condition anyina abobọ ho ana niam gumu ese so mde aduma comport ho na akasa na metia ofa so unim sawia enye ho na regional hospital ne wo no sawia ohina owo
nana ya kwan do of Peace FM
ni krom no ho so na onim ewo bosomche constituency na sa constituency de wiase me omno bo bosomche Asante Mantem ehon no mo MPP regional chairman ofrie untumi ehon no na regional minister Simon Osemensa ehon ofrie ehon no na eye education minister ehon no so eden ofrie Simon Osemensa ni send pamensa we nyina free bosomtwe o oma ba betena konwa so mfie nwotwe uni so fa besi ne hospital adwoma ama jama o 90% complete o ma jaka ho Asante regional hospital afere ohia ehon no so di esu and no dia do ni o ka che president Mahama development aboyen oh you know o ka no che ni play o say aha de yentie nyina me ka che me manfo say o mo nkoto ba ne president Mahama na woni bibi ofa revolution na eba 7 December no it will start from Ashanti region resource no and be man na pokura ya machine man na ka che ba me say yeah friend brand and am there me dey gitum ne yempe be ntina etu ofa de di ka ye da santemantam fo ase se omudi ababa ene akomapa age yewura John Dramani Mahama atumu no wakati omam say ebo akati say afedi ade na dane om say omatena su mate unim say ye cars etwam ni ye nama no omu ye say ofa say ya ase kire say ofa obi sia no ye say ase kire say yes sem woma beto aba ma wadi wachia mampani akufo ado 74% ni etire e na santemantam ye to aba ma no e ho development enie kejetia phase 2 enfie nwotwe nie wo ye be kokra ye just kan to once na ye ko watwen ya o enno ye be to aba no mde yi akosisi wo se omu tutu fom aban we die chese kese o azan la su la kese enom nenam ofa enti santemantam for ye do mase senia amanfo bebre ehu han no regions bebre ohan na pie ho me constituency kede constituency ofa I have been an executive of the party our constituency for 3 terms and I say my deputy organizer my first say substantive organizer my baba constituency secretary ofa for the first time in the history our constituency yetimi ekasa ye rally and ye walk ye mode urompo ba omunya te ndc nyum na mafo atie sikwan so ofa omudi ni oseyo eba be hia because enada na draw so ache akoso ache eti amanfo bebre na hu han no nofa me wa rehemu se enu 7 December no ana se kwata kura bedru dwada de omo a ombewe preku anu nsa no mada no no man omanu mada omo a sebe ye so sebe enya ado ofa omo BP beba no omo beda no no mada binim se mampani John Dramani Mahama ono ne the president in waiting esuraka na assassin so ayeden aka na ye wa rehemu se ebeba so
yo
na ofa
ye beta ba so biem Kwabena Yebu Akranji of the National Democratic Congress now what earlier on Manuel Dakon of the New Patriotic Party says that he's arrived. Samuel Owusu, senior Solomon Owusu, Sonny Rocky, senior Amanfo of the Movement for Change.
What for Mamudu?
Na
Betiao. Na machia we tiefo nyina. Me bag of what biem edemo a omuti o se program no. O moderating ye pa match ha by the 8th or 9th of December no more so more opposition am beba amiabo o man obra over the club woman say movement for change for nyina so ben change mu ade e de mamo e da masemi gina rural antemantia na mu e de aseda piesie e ma movement for change am wo Ghana nyina se mo ama ekom mama ehunahuna entumi ankentam so a ene Wayama baby yedri meme na kwaye koto abane ato ama oral anchemante bum Cape Coast ne Central Region de ye jamu a ye nyamu a semenhia na nru akohwe nipa ebufa so kotokraba se omohu oral anchemante na afi na aye egume awose egume ofa na awose egume na so ni nyina mu no monfa babufu de maka cho oral anchemante ni nyina monfa nye abato eye memende ya ebe ofa o se krom ye besa ko se kira two parties se omo de omo vote no onkran ye de ye vote asante to omo onkran no ne ne wa asante ne no mo ya de edi ba kasubom na me ba na menua Manuel na ne ya brigidi na sofo na anya de ko ankanke ye ana ye into ye Christendom na wo kroma na Sheikh Newama be ka kire se eye Muslim project e beto abama ba wi na oni ahun na oni kroma Sheikh Newama woti krom ho a ye gitu se ga na wo ka engramosam ayi muslimin sam edi ni pakabom no ono na tro first so ka kire Ghana fo nyina se ya nto aba no a mo ru ba omi a e pa ho adaben to no ase Muslim no awose to abama uru ba omia that time no ka say me ka kire say obani baby ade afa de say won survive o na yesu ka kire Christopher nyina so montuma uru alanchemate do uru alanchemate apart from so ye Christo we are more competent than your Muslim candidate na define enunti dia odi ahwede ba fie no e na odi nwansana ba ye so office enanye na wo condemn a nanka wa condemn Sheikh Newama first say Sheikh dia wo ye no na ntwa kwa but I believe say dia wo ye na ye because of he say ono no som no ene vice president deɛ ɛna ɛkɔ nti saa suban no bi na ɛhu no wɔbɛtumi abɛdi ɔman no so ana kristoni ni nso fii sɛ kristofoɔ no ɛda ballot no so no wɔn mo som no ɛne ne deɛ na ɛbɔ na ɔdeɛ ne ɛbɔ tia wo a wɔti kɔ apae wɔn busa wɔn sɛ deɛ ti na hasara yɛrega contest yɛ yanto ama yɛrɛ na one contest one campaign ama no sɛ na hasara yɛrega ɛyɛ muslimin di yanto aba ma no you see this hypocrisy must be stopped and stopped once and for all. Me my campaign was Santimantemwa from 1992 abesine campaign bia MPP was Santimantemia a tribal campaign. Take it from me. On kaya ho. We are ceremony, we are Muslimini, we are yi. Satan MPP ni Muslimini o. No munya obi onya kano. Ti they were comfortable na ko guraye na nanu mutirim. Enkwada Satan mo fra na di 15 year anyi nyine e di 40. E wo mutirim. Na yena na sai ye kromfo yi bu so mo se na nyemu na 1992 mu ba ha mo se ye nto abama muslimini ene de na asesa ohun se susukuru a odi be susu obi no eno a ene abo abedi unti wani abere ho se jamfita but that is what is going to happen. That is what it is. Ofo no beto aba ne bum amoro alancha but ofa de esie nie na de besie nsu nie mabunu dodo na ase wo mu ne adwuma ye abaya ye kwa kotoi eye adwuma enu ne mami di ho ya se enura security for ye frame special voters boda mo ye special mo ye soronko na who watches the watchman ye kwa koto aba wo ahayi na matena ona Lydia Lasa edimo social rights abremodi emu ya magot ewom a ase no Mami ya GBS waba nuomo dientie na security ma wantumi anvete aduane ne ede ma no akodi mesre wa papa na mami kan bia animu animu ya mo nko laboratory enko test ansa na onyene ofa ansa na ya fefun
omode stool na enko test na enko test omoja
yen test stool no yen test stool no
eye tum bebre na chese
la se eye mo shosho wa fo mo de aduane bone na security man a wuji aduane a wonhwe tete ekru mu de aduane saa de kwa yase o ofa an kwa yase o kwa yase na go fu atu aduane so ase ho no mo omo nyina omo de ko Lydia saw it and was started so de aduane to na wei ye di pia truck wo so ya adwuma mo na mo so ya agenda 111 agenda 10 mo na mo free education mo na mo ye wei ye ko wi ase ye se wo cha aduane o be cha aduane esan se emerewafo ne nkokorafo a omudo musika ball aban besia ye swani ye secondary school economics ye chere they say government bonds were the safest pair of bonds oto a te say ye a odo ho atoso aban wenkwa Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia together with Ken of Rada ata and abeti prove economics o ma be say no enenti obakaye mu ho no former chief justice Sofia Kufu was a who gab you to one out keke ukuta pin brain na mente brofo friend pin brain da o yema mameno akọ into the archives ekoyi pin brain by some mamefo ne omo emma nyina ekoto abatia owura Akufo Addo no mato am owura Lanchemante and there is no doubt about bank for ya yegu no nyina na omo ye adwuma ho nyina no a akotena fia ebinuma brabo e dia ya petashinum no omo so omo nyina ekoto abatia ura Baumia na omato ama ura Lanchemante wonu mu a edi omusika go invest ye sikai abai atena so omo se omo ntoma ura Baumia omo kwa koto abano ama ura Lanchemante ukwa Santimante mu nipa almost 1 million akoka ohia mu no om say afidi omo bre ohia o omo penkanko eni nti omo ye dey omo koto aba ama ura Lanchemante ye ntoma Mahmoud Baumia wonu ma omo kwan nye wo Ghana ha nkofo pone wo kwan so madodo a afa yefunu a ekwan fu tantanti omo pone no omo so omo nto aba ma ura Baumia ombeto abana ama ura Lanchemante napco personnel ya di 2.4 billion ko she mu a yesisi wonu mu a wo mu ni sika na omu di a o ma tro letters atwa omo so omo nto aba ma ura Baumia omo to ama ura Lanchemante atija fo dodo a ene o market atumi yom kwana bra omo so omo nto aba ma omo to ama ura Lanchemante wonu ma ekuafo a adwuma sama omo almost as a year told the galam say obviously the omati nyina say oral and chamantis what the new agricultural revolution or the kwayo mudo kwayo dimo kwayo a modern way of doing agriculture but na de omsi etwa omusumu a eye omude kura say oral and chamantis say oba omuno baye no a mo bedo ebeba no oba omo na so aba beto afiri wo mo se de koko board ekoto koko no so odo ba yira e ba beto afiri na so wono omo so omo twen na de ema mabunu na eye galamse kura ni agye dodo omo se wani o enipa o so ye ni a oba obebo omo ma na ko na nim se wo se ewura se oba se o machie ntumu o na emom obekeka ye ni abom wode akọ Takwa University of Mines and the no akosua your friend is sent to more farmer make your friends mines and technology what akwa ye chiramu modern way of doing mining ye wia ya kekamu nyina bomas mebunu ya mamu concession amana abana be ma wasase ya mamu mfidie ya te company amamu ya mamu mpanimfu a wo mo enim de e wo how e manage enwuma sane ye be ya mu goda mutuo na be fa the mainstream taxes amubetua be fa mainstream na mabo brad ya hwemu ma we no mebunu se obohwe sa adwene we ye owo pani ni tirimu a na che se they cannot miss se omoje ballot na be ma na nanim hire no odase ho aye no matati omo se ombeto abana ma no ade bie no omo ka omo se omo hwe hu se ye nuanom wie free SHS ya ngofo yi ade ji omo ho mene ye a omo wie ya ma ewom wan fa furu a no aye basa mema ewom ene betting o hwe Saturday pa branche obekọ no ye calculus ase de ode kwakọ exams say ni nyina e betting and it meburu ne say wo mo hwe obi a oba after secondary school no on hyehyɛ mom ade ne ye wura ka wura lanchemante say wo wie secondary school na wa wani gi apprenticeship ono akwa akotua ye de wakotum carpentry machinery electricals ye friends hairdressing na ono akotua amosika de bedidi no Why when in you now person of course the security services in Muno, you have the military, the police, the prison, the customs, the immigration, the prisons. Sakoya 1 year attachment. Money at the mobile the reserve force of the country or any reserve force. One person that's person ya one case where Juma, Sika Butina ye tratu hono. As you see, Green Sika and go for the Quaco Mon pass. Never me remember Bruno. No, but ya at Mesomoha. No, to us,
finance lecturer at the United States of America, Francis Asante. Now, I say or no, strategic forum member of the Movement for Change. Now, at the last minute, what Alan Chamatin could achieve with the Ghanaian economy to turn things around, only the bit me I can't want somebody today. Indeed, I am Mr. Asante, I am
Ghana for any for movement for change for independent voters. And the rank and file of NPP and this CPP are almost support Eura Alan John
Kojo Martin. Alan Martin, our Chris Crosso from the central region to the Greater Accra to the Bono, then to Asante, and back in Accra Cooley. By Friday, I will be running the BBR up here at the studios of NEAT 100.9 FM. Economy no, dear na ususu say, yeah, ma say 10 minutes up. Ubeti mi akase Martin the economy no, obeye.
Yo, me that's be offer extra Ghana for you na ansa na mekopo no, pese me use 2 minutes na me tre yenianom Ghana for, say the Ghana economy na akwakoye. Yes, ye boy chimwe na kan bibi we no kwasam na yeka. Number 1, Eura Baumia amane a aba economy amane nipa ehu Ghana opedwuma unye we bibia enye ni nyina atrese enke na responsibility as the chairman of the economic management team Eura Baumia bo ni din Eura Kufuado sorry bo ni din so no obesesa economy no the economic desire no and responsibility could be created the enabling environment. Here can I said the enabling environment the enabling environment in our home. BBI what one day I talk over so do you establish a campaign that would me BBI cost because most of the economic fundamentals BBI so to me capital injection put affairs with me foreign exchange money back country more inclusive foreign reserve. Enioma I was saying about me at the Tutuna Quemono. A crocodile who to me the Tuna Quem. Na ni nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ obi a friend sɛ theoretical economist obi a ɔbɛkɔ akɔtena hɔ na ɔredi book ɔka sɛ ɔmmra na ɔbɛka book no asɛm ɔbɛka nanso wode hyɛ ne nsɛm a ɔntumi nyɛ na yɛ ana ɛha adwene fi sɛ o manage a country's economy you need to be more practical sɛ enipa ɛna ɔde ɔmo yɛ enti sɛ wɔanyɛ practical na wonim deɛ woyɛ a ɛde amanneɛ bebree ɛbrɛ enipa no na sɛ ɔhwɛ Ghana economy ansa na mɛkɔ euro ala nyɔkɔdwo hyɛmaten bɛyɛ a economy ne da fam tim bibia say na ɛne sɛ euro about me abaeɛ no sɛ industrialization or boost to the agri sector so na tourism ya industrialize atɔn nneɛma anya import substitution ɛde sika bebree abɔ ɔman no mu no na ɔntumi nyɛ nti ɔde n'ani bɛsii sɛ ɔbɔ besia no a na ɔmo de aba na ɔmo di ɛno fori ataka ho bi euro Akufo-Addo euro about me saa na ɔmo yɛ ya nti kodu baabi no na ɛka na Ghana deɛ no amene sika yitumi nya ɛwɔ ɔman no mu so bibia produce bi e ka bom a ne diska eto so an value na the GDP the gross domestic product now feed the debt to the GDP ratio no 105% it means that unprecedented and on I call the extended credit facility I can say extended credit facility the person trying to say Ghana for ton ADB friends bonds and on the bobisia and sovereign bonds and then euro bond and so the other time it should show more. Now sovereign bond euro bond so with my yeah also credit rating no just say yes sure this year utria can go for invest here our country ni muna and only the share home to me issue euro bond and sovereign bond no so and we are better than say IMF now no so don't so in here about me buy and not your credit na credit account I from Bobisiana because so many ideas they don't have plans so they are language to plan on manifesto into Bobisiana no the same see can into could do baby no na afi yakura mefama ama bibia say the economy everything and see the person trend say investors any confidence and I'm cast of can be
you go to
confidence e wo Ghana economy ni mu build how many confidence we about me if you say an American euro bond na omo issue omo inventia in so much extended credit facility Ghana called bankrupt into this year and investors and keeping your mom discover go minimum if you buy technology foreign direct investment you pay your quite standing my name in your only confidence of me in common fama euro mahama so the IMF and also just say investors come to go mono so be say almost any confidence euro mahama then person trend say economy no see I say any baby na say you bet makwa anim a yehia ensafofra investors wo confidence wo mu and only euro alanyo ko just matter o may president that now so as a sector minister no euro Akufo-Addo euro Akufo-Addo say 70% of the policies are or they buy more ma Ghana be the gateway to Africa golden age of business no e euro alanyo ko just matter no intimi dispute to that fact euro Akufo-Addo so abman mu anum guase aka o mu your dear munyam ebemu e euro alanyo ko just matter number 1 industrialization why this year cars or Ghana, yeah, be improve near maybe see a spare parts and work. Number 2, what can be to say one district, one factory, Alan John Condition Martin promise Ghana for quiet. A coup for much children at 3.5 years or normal 5 years, and then on NPP in Peninfono or Media campaign. Now, industrialization again, greater Kumasi industrial city. Say a year near my yinya gold, bauxite, diamond, Nina, or see any aniate. Yakotona boarding a woman on it. Yet me this kind of a ball minimum, this cabo minimum. Ain't in a nutshell, no, the person trying to say, Ghana mani umina no. You hear plan. Alan John Kodisha Martin Kwan or the planner. Ebema Ghana base arbitrary. The economic hub of Africa. Now, if I say Ghana for me say, you're about me be joining leading up to the 2016 election, but promising Yama be went to man Yamukukra in relative to the economy. Economy sikasem went to man Yakukra. The only policy or the buyer was gold for oil. It was a fiasco policy. The catcher said he needed to look at the elasticity of importation of oil on the exchange rate, euro baumia, because it was very minimal. It was 0.20. It's just about me, said Mr. Meka. Or say Mahama incompetent, Baumia is super incompetent. In Chile, because of our bon in ye, unim the oil. And I'm talking on authority. Now, no, euro and your condition, Martin Bar. To see an untin Kobobi Simpu. Na ya kra na yedi kan say e mebo besiada Into one, sika echo into corruption mono. And also be Ghana, billions of dollars. You be sitting in no point, you be ska. Afi, your expenditure control measures. And also say see about 2 years tweet. NPP ska or more and this is so the chromes we are and NPP don't go so we and I don't know so much check. Oko baby is so much check a much check to ma or much and you might be no much check. And before then, so primary so the same thing. Not about me, I hear from Okunya is kind of free. That's the question I saw. And you say, when I'm cast off, I can be. You say, trying to say, a year, you buy expenditure control, you also discover back. Number 2, revenue optimization. Yeah, but fat a papa so expanded the tax base. Yen fat taxes like a CM for 2 paso and a harbor. So, you be just cabby brabo or many more. And quite say the taxes be break or 2 or man so or man for so. See, I don't know anything yet. Number 2, yeah, the foreign direct investment, ebeba. And on a China for you, suya, abuama China assassin. A discover at the technology bar, at the companies be brave back. You run your condition, Martin, IB, Amiahu. Ain't I feel yes, I be increasing a year, increasing export, near decreasing import. That's import substitution. That's a year, and also, yeah, this car ever bought man be breathing a foreign exchange. Ebeba. A banner, you bit me increase a foreign reserve.
Okay.
The increment, yeah, foreign reserve need. Yeah, they are a better sustainable because you build the anchor industries. Into never bois, I may see the no one better than you run your condition matters or buy within the first term in office. No, see the name a I be 5 to 1. A bit my I'm naive because we have the plan. I feel so, yes, I use tourism. Tourism, yeah, they are. Aye Dubai, Aye Juma. Ama or economy na kama or when you scabi bre akoso. Is a wholesale government it media aye Juma. Ye Ghana for you on to me. In Afi Sama technology of Ghana through foreign direct investment. It be used to PPP, BOT. Ye rules no or qua 4 banner 4 echo. I mean what we call the inter-regional connectivity line. It be used to rail line systems. It be used to airlines and so into all baby are so many options. We in a magic. I should be aware they buy
okay.
China for the
yeah, the best CSA.
United States, George Washington.
You can CSA for now. Inti, yeah, there was anyway input at the band. The Alan around the app no be doing crimes to fear dana. The Bema when your opportunity now in interact, now crystallize the ideas. Inti, for now, the Ura Francis Asante of the movement for change. And also Eddie Biabacano. 6 minutes each. And Manuel, let's start. A day now, Ubeka say Yemfa and Shaso and Tuaba Emfa Emma, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Medical issue. Many I can send baby, but medical bakwana mi nubina about the substantive issue. But the kind Uba Ghana ha, we share the one region be a alake back pa the Volta region. But we share the government a buo man yache pan ye NDC aban. So if ube me making statements, we say oh there are some regions, there are some constituencies in Ashanti region enko minima even though about kede they say oh Eastern region me boa enko ni nima emwa say the refi say there was a time and the John Mahama bedi amemu from 2012 to 2016 even with that. Now NDC ebetina bemu from 2008. That's yes when in 2009 up to 2012. Mibusan say is it because kede a MPP stronghold? It's na NDC anya she ewo kede. Be person mibusa NDC for asemi. When you come and sit on national television, men say you are we a government and maybe afena waba na say candidate afena waba ye hu wo so da. John Mahama bedi mampenida obeda ni mampenina kede ewo ho. Kede was a town in Ghana, and it's still a town in Ghana. I don't know John Mahama anya she about it. Is this a John Mahama and doing Kede for one now? John Mahama should tell us one significant project or yeah in the Volta region. One significant project yeah in the Volta region. Sebi unye ufie ye ya men pien kasa oba besiri obi. When you go to the Ashanti region, a juma ben aye oba akwan aya obwasi inner roads akwan bebiri aya ye oba hospital just recently oba sabrono oba ye kan say this Chedia hospital and the hospital you be just recently to tell you Juma Abai eh Prempeh the second. Yeah, esi ho mwa endra me hu say NDC for akwatena ho twa video say John Mahama promise say yeah NDC for money any wo sebi enye Ghana for enye obi no short memory o be say me just enye obi na ye NDC for mo na mo short memory dey fine ye ni problem but ma munye mo adwen say obi a was short memory wofa mamenka the issue of adia enyoma ye cheche me wan say we have NDC akasa asemiya amomo flag bearer eyeye John Dramani Mahama kodina simpie so si wa criticize ye mame leader Sarah Malasa what for him say NDC for money any wo omon fere ade sebi I don't know whether they always think we have short memory Andre ya na say okankwe no for say okanke central omukọ gina ho omuche emo ene nkokọ eche man krofo ye pese ebusam say mo de to vote ana 2020 Yenua Salom John Dumelo any man lead ye ya kojina line mu cheche nioma ma special voters kojina kwa ama mu akasa UTV report ye enti am wa say John Mahama we hu ana maybe na John Dumelo ni sika de be ye dia fine omo ye ntia say oh ene de mini enti ma wo ya ye because in 2020 no mu mienu nyina na gina line mu special voters omo cheche nioma ma nkrofo. We don't have short memory. It was just 4 years down the line. Mamumba out and baby low. I say holy, Mami Adia Oye, and yet damn me, John Mahama should have criticized Okankwe enough. He should have criticized John Dramani Mama when he did it in 2020. This man is just a flip-flop. He's just a hypocrite. Wafa, Ghana Pempenso ye kwe, ye here penibia or ye decisive. Ye here penibia on ye flip-flop. Wafa, ye wo memuha. And John Mahama catch ye say, and find who say obey lusu election. Even you can all restore necessary training allowance. Even the back was in the election. Offer at the end of the day, 2020, or see Semeba will maintain it. 2024 they are beam. Second one, or catch ye says over 2 billion on West Sasikano free senior high school. So and then or see your bar or the private school sebedian ebeka home. Offer. John Dramani Mahama Kacha said Nana Akufo-Addo abandoned all his projects. This is what he said. Or said Nana has abandoned all my projects. And then project yebe commission bi or say Mimi project. And you say Busa John Mahama. Project be na obeka Ghana for say Akufo-Addo abandon ni na. Ghana for EPP ni bia or ye decisive. Ye starting agenda 111. John Mahama beka say overly ambitious. And then or say oba complete our employing crofo. This is the man who can't be trusted. Wafa, omukache free senior high school. Eye all lie be lie. Wafa, and then omusi free senior high school. I say, John Mahama Jinab simpie so. This is the greatest disrespect to the intellect of Ghanaians. John Mahama Jinab simpie so. Ekache say 2016. Obi anyone can here do yem el Ghana. That was John Mahama told us. Say 2016. Obi anyone can here do me el Ghana. But wafa, mekacho as at July. John Mahama Jina July 2016, or Jina Simpie Sukache said, doom so not over. And see, when you stand on the platform and lie like this, now what I know with Tibekache in 2024, Sena Obiaka near and do me in 2016. We don't have short memory. And on December 7th, Saturday way, we are going to Obama Penibia and him say, under his governance as a vice president, he has something to show. But who are vice president? And then I will be zero. Ye kwa to Obama obia oye decisive oka se me ne ochina on better ni nechi enka se yentro ene Sami Jemfi betina mu program ha UTV ebe ka che ye say there is no government obet me complete all his projects or by United Showbiz ebe ka ye the same Sami Jemfi ko jan the communicators for any mo ka chem say mo kwa abonti a mo ko ka chem krofo say na na do it me complete the project no e je pa che say oye liar it no matter ke ba o me ba liar. The same person is telling us today said there is no government to make completing the project. No This is the political party that Ghana are going to deal with on December 7th. You're making sure say young vote communication director better minister of communication. No about no padebiana or chantro actually Ghana for we should be careful.
We should be careful. And Sami didn't tell you congratulations in Zakan Push, a minister for communications. Information and communication said. Right. In the next 6 minutes, I'm not a boy crunch of the National Democratic Congress. Me into you.
Offer. You offer. Dedi kai. Say. Oh man, the 6 minutes on Kanche Ghana for the unbound betting me. He ended up saying nothing. The better higher. My friend, keep quiet. When you were talking, I was quiet.
Don't talk about me.
You responded to me.
First one,
around nonsense. You responded to me. So if I'm responding to you, what is your problem? What is your problem?
You don't have any interest.
You responded to me.
I respond.
I buy it this way, no.
Yes, you know, you did 6 minutes, man.
Yes.
One, what can I say?
Make offer. What now? Can say about your mama? You expect me to keep quiet?
Tell me about talk.
One minute. Whatever he has said about your mama. Me. Any of us any can yet so.
I don't know chesses.
And that's the offer. You don't want that. You don't want sanity to prevail on your show. He has to keep quiet.
What if he doesn't address?
He has to keep quiet.
Because what I said the first one, some cabals.
He has to keep quiet.
Make say he doesn't have any interest in it.
You
have
your exclusive 6 minutes. No, see, I have 1 minute 30 minutes.
About the offer, I have 5 minutes 30 seconds. I will still respond. Offer. I buy it this way, no. Only vision beer, or lack of breath, or pante. Enti omonam no sisifia. Apart from say ba omi abegina simpie so. No adi asa offbeat. No asa sisifia. Obi a wasa economy. No wie no asa begina enima ka che say nyame na hira yen na ahyimu. Obi a obefa dollar 4 cedi. No man dollar timi dwane ya ko do 17 cedis. No wie no asa be ka che say nyame na hira yen na ahyimu. Say party where you don't expect say woman akwenya say on kan kire yen de obeka obetumi aka. Again offer. You see, I can't say bebre wa ha about Yura John Dramani Mahama, and our indecisive, and our Yahwani, and our Yahwani over. Let me tell you, Mahama do Baumia dear. Sabi, or a candidate as I say in a serious country. Ye probia manako di mampenia, aka onu de konka hon. Mo ma fidie kase bi so wa ha ya, mo TV station ho. Mo journalist baako. Onu ankasa ka say papa ne mom de credibility issues. Bet me abo onipa kron di video no me phone this here. Yakuna man. What's the over Muhammadu Baumia? All credibility issues, which is a fact. That lady is a top-notch journalist. Obia wo book here at the man. Muhammadu Baumia the credibility no zero. Asa Obia no tell you religiously. I don't know Obi catch him say Baumia religiously crano or run a double track. Oko sorry anopa enumre no akomuzre mi. Oya alaji anopa enumre your friend Timothy. One nam onim de ono akasa oye. Obi onu then onu ankasa mu no onim the direction when ye de ba bedi anim eno ade ya asa wote say ne former PA aba abonten what in say baba wa na bekasa what in say baba wa na beka ato abonten abaya ne say ba omi ade oto onu no ono follow de beka so onye no mu kutanti say eyi ohun say ne enkwara na kura remote ofie omo de hwe eyi kokomeli no chimini to a no adane na to ha sana ba omi ate he is not a man on his own na say ko a man of his own on his own na aga ba omi ntimi mfa na Paul as running mate da apu here the first appointment no as president the first appointment any na po anyway your disaster way and of far no as running mate and if this is a man onu atimi gine man ho oye be ma onu ankasa otimi transfer fa gine park won fa na po so if otimi fa na po as running mate you can imagine the type of ministers I will be you as president. Etu afa, Muhammad Baumia mpo de ki kan kon de ki mfa ne nka hompo. Afa, Yura John Dramani Mahama. Oyo obi a sebe onam nyina no no ka kire Ghana fo se me ma ye bida. Enti mo san ye den e ma me akwanya. Afa, ye nim hwe kura nkran ha kura ebetimi agina ne de ensese ye bo a kire se John Dramani Mahama oyewei. Ebi kura na enra. Stop this. It's not nice. Stop this. What you were talking about? I was just quiet. Why are you doing that?
Am I talking to you?
Stop this. Offer. Yera John Dramani Mahama enra. So beka ya. Won say Ghana airport ayo ho no. Ye ba ye no. Na terminal 1 terminal 2 ene wo ho no. Ye ba ne ye be si terminal 3 e ka ho. Ye si terminal 3 na nkasa apokra no Ghana fo se e kom de omdo do ntino. Omoto aba ye den etia ye se ye nko. Obi akwa kosi gate esi ho. E se ofri mate wa gate man. Wakwa kosi gate esi ho into wafa edoma di nati so okwa ko bie gate na no na de o si airport na nkasa mukura ye gya ne kwan na wo a o si gate ene enso so afa bio prempe the second airport I wo Asante Mantem yen ene ye phase 1 phase 2 the records are there obi a odi amanyosama ti bia no obeka no kre phase 1 phase 2 don mahama ho no ne yewura na Asante he ekodi asa okay sa yenti obia asabi a ono ne kodi ye no ho na asem ni nyina afri baaye okoye commissioning okọ kate sword for the commencement of phase 2 enaja omode party ekogina mu a omkobo yenti obia okodi asa ni bi eno so be ya asem ebe share ne kon ewokruma enti ofa yewura John Dramani Mahama de ne records no obi anim na ofa de yeka nyina ne say the election in 2024 no mampani kufo da bia ne yesusudua o se hwe wasetenam na to abapa nyesa na mampani kufo kai o se hwe wasetenam na to abapa asetenam na MPP fo ne yatenam 8 years ni ye no Ghana ni bia bedia dance say ya ho kire Ghana ni bia bedia dance say eyeka eno ma baburu agu ye so Ghana ni bia bedia dance say o ma say ye sika Ghana ni bia bedia dance say aban a otesuyi eya aban a sebe no kuredie eni na afem aban we ya aban a tutubotomfo ene do so akromfo nko a Ghana sika bia omehube omani mehu bia no na yo memfa enti ofa ye jom kwan kura on 7 December na ya pa kura se prayer tintin bi ye be promoti somonko
Pabna Yabua Kranche of the National Democratic Congress NDC who is being congratulated by Amaliba Kingsley. Now, in the next 6 minutes, Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change. Omech. London. I'm Panso for Maya Manamra. The crowd Mr. Ghana for Abaya Kotwe, the Omosha and Nimwan, the Obitua Majuma. The Obitua BCC, Yakwan Yesuku, and a hospital, and other infrastructure. The Obitua Bay upon Midi, and a young woman share, Nadia Wabashe, Obama City, Ejinaso. And only as him beside a Ghana for Ninano. Say, why any your casa nipa do me new one, yet the Ghana and the shadows are Obacrani. Of a juma, make no mistake. A mebuni gufi. The non of Roland Chamate, I told a boise, I church him near whom here, so I said, your minor, a shenisa. Belcome anymore, Messer was a more philastic Ramuniano. But the guitar platform be to ya. Say, more famous CV and coho, as as Roland Chamate bar. First 1.5 years, ye creating human 3 million. Ama a mebunaibi. www.3mjgh.com Okwa Fausivi Noko Essence Yeni Numana Debano from pharmaceutical to petrochemical to salt industry to vegetable oil to garment and textile to automobile to iron and steel. Any the account in Yano. And I feel about to whom you know. The woman say, wow, bet me a year, Jumano. And I yet show a merit based system. I thought you what do your man show Roland Chamate, sir? What do you share? Obia Sabi Odin Hunia Chrono any same offer. Wouldn't say he get your me at the airport. Original now World Bank see you best spend it to $20 million. Wouldn't say finally almost spend $240 million. Just about where you open my boy have. Hey, now there's also a you almost a woman near the about for go. Would you get Kaka? Never be been Taraso, never free, never been 240 million. Or about me, I could anymore. Now, when I'm a president, Grana, Echo 240. No, baby, I send a 1 billion. And Utina, Uhia will be the shoe and then a bind to say Christo at a war. Not what the Abano and Naso or Mino, Asan and Sat, not Akoye. Ebio, a Sas, somewhat Galam say, a dear ya. Meaning to Musa or set the Roman Catholic Church. Etumiko jina kiumu na to abama uraba omia essence omkwa de omkọ demonstration say asase no a asen no ya ban na amana sasanti omu ni gidie wa ban mu egidie na omde aye nyina ye mpaebo nko a me ka kire mo say Catholic fo nyina me hye mo bo say owura nchemante ene mo kọ apam wona mo to nchia say mo de mo nto abama no na mo to ma no wi a na so obi so ye bema
onko nwuranum na onko to agudie ana onko yensuo so yensa show mu a afebo ye du kotum ye mo obi ama me ye gold connection okrom ha se binim ko fa gold for ye ba ya gold for ye no ba mum na oil prices ekosoro ora ba umia na memu onya anuti na edu babia edinya ehia bema no a waye nyuma bebre da brantia na se owura no a ye fe na lanchemante na in 1994 Nelson Mandela eka no ho efre no ma be ye South Africa yi no sa brantia na Ghana ene eduru no so brantia na in 2013 ebibre mu a amampanifo nyina yi no se wono na nkonko pre the World Trade Organization boss no and Ghana ye drew baby a ye hia obi a ode be the next level of how them say IMF hwe IMF ya we and my kwan say nkonko bobesia and it one obi a obetumi ni private sector na dia no baba ye ama nnwuma ni nyina no obi obi sika ba behimam ya ya wan hwe be die dokono kwa na wan na private sector sam ni nnwuma sam obetumi ya ma ora lanchemante me no ka say ye nuanu ma MPP for the omtumi de omo sase so ane one district one factory papa ya na ye ma won wa mamu a nka mamu yi engagere guy enu ti se wanya no na so atumi ama the automotive development policy a ene ye hyehyɛ cars wo ha no wasa ye export your friend say policy excess by 2030 no e was here atumi nya close to 25 billion to 30 billion from export of non-traditional goods na what ho ye dem yede ne tu fangu okrom a na yentumi nya fertilizer wa Urala Nchemante say under his administration fertilizer company ebe okrom a ye be ye amaya fertilizer no ba amede akwa share sa ni policy of new agricultural revolution of anya nwanwa say ye free SHS meburu no didi a 80 to 90% of nnuane omudie nyia ye krefi abonte yakofa mo social rights. How can you bring mo social abra ye wo Ghana mo a ya so ho emu e de papa bi orala nchemante so ba aveye mene north tongu ni south tongu area ho a asase da o say yantam no tongu fue muntie o orala nchemante so ba ye ba be ye mo no na kasiem aso ho ama ye de afidi school fo no afa body banche ye ntumi fa ye ni ntukoko nko aso abra ye ni di me koko na ya mano no fo na di o ye ne ye be ye di ebedi okrom ha na ye wie a mu nyina mo atom ye si di ho beto no eno timesrawo memenda ebe woje waba no a fa hwe wiem na bo mpa ye kire wawurade ka kire wawurade se abeya me kwakoto me to me da chi o ene ti biemani na me nkoto abapa se ne beya minum ho because constitution say ye register o ma dwene mu da ho na nkoto aba mu da ho ye register mu ma dwene mu da ho koto ma abafu na mu wie na mka se ye ma me demonstration I'll be the first person to demonstrate against mo yes ano monkoto aba no Urala Nchemante your life will never be the same. Okay. Your life will never be the same.
Neat 100.9 FM Facebook Live. Facebook page. Neat FM Online. There's a page they are running. Because the polling. And you see, all the on Facebook were and you know, all the 11 candidates. All the 13. It don't know what they are quite to what they are my near the way forward. Right. A minute each will be a final comment. And then solo when I can final comment in a minute.
The final comment and say best security agencies na a personnel na one more Emma and more BT yes. Election by Namudidi. Memenda bay. Moi, Mukoji, mon mamma fassa, Balok, Emma, voters a gonko jimo, our cumo. Mestre the telco soon say, Memenda Guandia, or Movanche, Mamma Yaduma, because you are before Pakisi Kegu Fonsoa, Koto Badge, Tika Omon Red Draw Service. Not yen free so say, about why yet your tongue of Faginon, so a becofum. Na makache minuano mo ayo ma jese koto aba mo Urala Nchemante say e mo bia nada wo da so on na papa na mo me to ma na wo nwini
okay
wo to ma na wo nwini say ye koto ma na nwini no aba ye Ghana no yiye o ma na ye government of national unity ya fo bia obetia ya adwuma no ye dina ye better say
Manuel, final comments.
So far, happy. The Yamias said all the things that I said here concerning your Candyman Penino, no NDC person has been able to debunk it. We share the amiibo boy in the flip-flop character. Obeka and DNA or Chinobeka say no NDC person has been able to like debunk it. That shows you say, I see my academy you can verify it. It's there. The America chair gun and DB and Senyaku Point Yaduma on the 7th of December. You quack to about a penibia or the Ghana bedroom pen so be in a pese Ghana could do. Yes, Remo, Okwa, men party at Taria and Fanco. Okwa Kotua Banua Sundrimu. Yejidi, at the end of the election, Ghana for Yinadia to say, on Mampeni or bedrin Ghana home, Eddie Ghana so Ghana do pen so pepsi drew. On Mampeni on your flip flop. Of Mampeni or Kanasama Odiso, or Mampenia on your corruptible on for the expedition and my contract. On Mampenia on Airbus, and Emanidi and Amon and say Ghana D.
Okay.
On Mampenia on fast slave queens and fan surrounding home. On Mampenia slave queens and managing account, no. Or no, and Yanko Yaduma. On the 7th of December, Omobeto Abama, no more the Ghana, Edum Pempen, so be in EPC.
Right. And Kwabna Bua Crunchy of the NDC in a minute.
All right, I'll say. I'm say the elections on December 7 between reasonable Ghanaians and the MPP. Ghana for Omajun Mudaho, no Munimunyansa, reasonable Ghanaians and MPP. And Ghana for Omajun Mudahono, they have all agreed. Yenina ya badrim krum say, Ebusuefui, Akromfui, Akromfoteti amwafui. Bibuenma, Omuhu Sika, it is a senior aunt, and I say, and Tatia, Ehuna City. Sana omu taste for sika etie.
Okay.
Enkrofo ya oma se Ghana nsuo. Enkrofo ya oma ma ekwam ade emfie nwotwi. Sika oma pie gudem, ebi mu debi so e wo dem. Sicilia da panom, omu de asese mpa e da so. $1 million timi yira omu hu. Sa enkrofo yi no e na omu ne yen e ba be fesie. Owura Muhammadu ba omu ya de owiamo ewo airport, ewo port.
You not do that.
Oh, Afa. Now, I don't
do that.
I'm not
your part.
Oh, Muhammad Baumia. Afa, oh, we are more. I got it. We are bread.
Okay. Your point for now, we would not countenance the Vice President of the Republic being delegated in that manner. We apologize profusely to the office of the Vice President, to the person of Dr. Muhammad Baumia. Your pastor, that farmer, and putting in a next Abri will say, yes, sorry, to Nkupi. Now, Fiona Yakono, Ulakoku Michael, on your Bramway, any DJ foreigner, or money, Jojo.